Good afternoon, everyone. It's been 1 month with the BMW i3S, and it's been a pretty good month. We've been to the south of the Netherlands in Limburg for 2 times. I drive it 2 times a week to Gorkum on the other side of the country. As you can see, it's grey out, winter is coming, and that way the temperatures are really affecting the car. I wanted to make a small update after 1 month with the car. Drove it 7,250 kilometers. It's been pretty much flawless. Only the first weekend I had it and I drove it for 160 kilometers non-stop for like 140 kilometers. It was, it gave a bit of an error, but haven't had it since. And yeah, it's just such a nice car. What I find very positive is the way the adaptive cruise control works. It's really good. And it doesn't... I have a lot of experience with Volkswagen products. I drove a lot of Audis and Volkswagens when I worked at Huis Kockle. And in my experience, this camera-based system isn't worse or better than the systems with the radar unit in them. So it's still pretty good. The adaptive LED lights are a lifesaver. They're just amazing. The seat heating is really good and very welcome with these temperatures. The heat pump is an absolute must-have. I wouldn't have bought the car if it didn't have it. The car is still on the 20-inch wheels. I've bought a set of 19-inch wheels and tires, so they're going on soon. I bought a bag for the front. That's going on soon. And I added a camera for a dash cam for the front and the rear. So I'm making a lot of videos with the car even when I'm not trying. There's a sensor in the dash cam that makes a video when it detects an accident, and flooring it is enough to trigger that sensor. So yeah, all in all, it's been a great month. I expect that the kilometers will be piling up in kind of the same manner. The car is absolutely filthy, as you have seen, and yeah, I think it will be filthy for the remainder of the winter. It's filthy from the inside, it's filthy from the outside. I really should give it a wash and clean it, but with these temperatures out, just can't be bothered. Also, charging at home is still pretty good when I don't have to leave the other morning. I still have only one phase 16 amps. The 3-phase 16 amps will be that's scheduled now for the half January, so that will take a bit for it to be finalized, but everything else is in place. The charger is already wired up to give me 16 amps on 3 phases, so I can charge it from 0 to full in like 5 hours, and now that's... So I've stepped into the car because it's so cold. So let's make it a bit better. Had to adjust the camera settings. It's so cold out, and there's something I wanted to show you on the inside of the car. Here in the back we have a Garmin Dashcam 57, and this is my old and trusty Garmin Dashcam 66. I wired them up with one of these. It's a plug made by a company called Anker. They're really good, and they can stand a lot of abuse. And here, as you can see, I have full screen CarPlay. I did some coding on the car, and full screen CarPlay was available. In the previous video I said I might not want to do it because I really like the split screen, but now I have it, I'm not going back. This is just perfect. Inside EV's podcast is a true gem of a podcast if you're into electric cars. Yeah, what else? The car's now on 22,523 kilometers. I also added the BMW services, the connected drive services. So I now have the weather and news, and I can look at some other stuff, which is cool. And I also added Tronity to my car, so I can now keep track of everything that's going on, and it's been really cool to see on the map where I've been all over the place. So yeah, all in all, it's been a really good first month. I'm still madly in love with the car, still love driving an electric car. Yeah, and the BMW i3S, it really does everything I need it to do. In all honesty, I do have to preheat the car when it's cold and I leave from work to go home. It's a 180 kilometers single journey. I tend to drive around 120 kilometers an hour, and if I do it and I don't preheat the car, it's tight at the end. I really need the heat in the car before I take off, because otherwise it will just eat a bit too much of energy and I will lose it in the end. But yeah, that's it. No actual really further big plans for it. I tried out roller mode last week on Dust Road. It was really cool. So I'm hoping for snow once I fitted my winter tires. I went with Continentals and I got a black set of Styling 428 for it to go on. So yeah. Once those are on, I'm set for winter, and I'm really hoping for snow because I can't wait to drift this car. It's really much fun. Yeah, that's it for now. If you have any further questions to me about the car or anything else, please let me know. I will answer them in the comments. Thank you for subscribing. The first 100 subscribers are now full. My new colleague Sander was number 100, and yeah, that list is printed, is in a safe, and as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers, I will be taking the first 100 to dinner. That stands. So if you're 102 or 103 and someone unsubscribes, you're in. So it's still very beneficial to me if you subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you had something. I hope this video gave you some information, and I hope to see you very soon again in a video with, I hope, some drifting. Bye.